Today we are witnessing events that are shaking conversations across Nigeria. Omoyele Sowore, the well-known activist and former presidential candidate, was just granted bail in Abuja. Yet moments later, he was rearrested by the police. Eyewitnesses describe him being manhandled, pushed into a van, and taken away, all immediately after leaving the court premises. Can you imagine being granted your freedom by a court, only to have it snatched away in minutes? It's shocking, and it raises a lot of questions about justice and the rule of law in the country. Now, before we go further, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We bring you the facts as they unfold, and we don't want you to miss any updates. Let's talk about Sowore for a moment. Many people know him as the founder of Sahara Reporters, a platform that has exposed corruption and held leaders accountable for years. He is someone who has always spoken up, whether it's about government policies, social justice, or the need for better governance. Over the years, he has faced arrests, intimidation, and even harassment, simply for exercising his voice. And today, that same voice seems to have again put him in the crosshairs. The scene outside the court was chaotic. Supporters gathered to cheer him, thinking that justice had finally been served with his bail. But then, police officers arrived, and suddenly, what should have been a moment of relief turned into panic. People describe Sowore being pushed, grabbed, and put into a waiting police van. Cameras captured everything, and many Nigerians are asking, is this how justice works? If you're following this story, drop a comment below and tell us what you think. Don't forget to like this video while you're at it. This isn't just about Sowore, it's about the principle that once a court grants bail, that decision should be respected. It's about everyone who believes in freedom of expression and the safety of activists. Many legal experts have spoken out, saying that rearresting someone immediately after bail could be a violation of their rights. And yes, it's complicated, because authorities sometimes claim new charges or security concerns. But still, the optics of this action are worrying to Nigerians everywhere. Now, we have to understand why this matters. Sowore's activism isn't just political theater, it's real advocacy for ordinary citizens. He has campaigned for transparency, for government accountability, and for the rights of those whose voices are often silenced. Today's events are a reminder that standing up can come with risks, and that sometimes the fight for justice isn't smooth or straightforward. Think about the public reaction too. Social media exploded as news spread. Hashtags like Free Sowore and Rule of Law started trending. People from all walks of life are speaking out, not just about this arrest, but about the larger issues it represents. There's anger, there's frustration, but there's also determination. Many Nigerians are saying we will not stay silent when freedoms are threatened. And if you feel the same way, hit that like button and subscribe, because staying informed is the first step to standing up. It's also important to consider the context of Nigerian democracy today. Activists like Sowore test the limits of our institutions. When someone is rearrested like this, questions arise about how independent the judiciary really is and whether citizens can trust the processes that are meant to protect them. These are big questions, and they affect every Nigerian, but let's also remember that this story is still unfolding. There are reports that legal teams are moving quickly to address the rearrest. Supporters are rallying, and discussions in government circles are happening behind the scenes. We don't know exactly how this will play out, but one thing is clear. Nigerians are watching, and the world is watching too. So, as we continue to follow this story, make sure you like this video and subscribe. Share it with friends and family so everyone knows what's happening in real time. Comment below with your thoughts. Do you think Sowore will be released soon, or is this the start of something bigger? Your voice matters, just like his does. As we keep our eyes on Sowore's rearrest, the reaction from Nigerians across the country is intense. People are speaking up, not just online, but on the streets, in homes, at workplaces. There's a strong sentiment that when someone who has fought for transparency and accountability is treated this way, it sends a signal to everyone that speaking up might come with serious consequences. And that's why this story is so important. Now think about the legal perspective. Many experts are saying that once bail is granted, the law assumes innocence. Rearresting someone immediately after bail can be interpreted as undermining the judiciary. It's not just about one individual. It's about the principle that everyone deserves fair treatment under the law. Some legal voices are calling this action unusual and troubling, and it raises questions about the balance between security and justice. At the same time, authorities sometimes argue that new charges or ongoing investigations justify such actions. But even with that in mind, the way Sowore was taken, forcefully, reportedly manhandled, makes people wonder if there could have been a less aggressive approach. The optics matter, and right now the optics are not sitting well with many Nigerians. Let's also talk about the supporters. People who have stood by Sowore for years are shocked, but they are not silent. They are organizing, mobilizing, and demanding that due process be respected. The support doesn't just stop at social media. There are legal teams, advocacy groups, and concerned citizens making sure that this situation is addressed properly. If you believe in justice, take a moment to like this video and subscribe so you stay updated on every development. Now consider the bigger picture. Sowore is one figure in a broader struggle for freedom of speech and the rights of activists in Nigeria. When one voice is suppressed, it sends ripples across society. People ask, is this the future we want? Should activists live in fear of expressing themselves? These are serious questions that affect all of us. And that's why it's so important to stay informed, share this video, and engage in the discussion. Public debate is also heating up. Across TV panels, radio shows, and online forums, Nigerians are asking whether this action is consistent with democratic values. Many say it is not. And in discussing this openly, people are keeping the pressure on authorities to act within the law. It's also crucial to remember that this story is not static. Events are developing in real time. Legal teams are working and there are updates expected soon. For viewers like you, staying engaged means understanding not just what happened, but why it happened and what it might mean for the future. That's why I keep asking you, like this video, subscribe and share your thoughts. It keeps the conversation alive and your voice matters. So, while Sowore's situation is tense and uncertain, it also inspires a larger conversation about accountability, justice, and democracy in Nigeria. Ordinary citizens, activists, lawyers, and journalists are all watching. And when everyone watches, it becomes harder for rights to be ignored or dismissed. That's why your engagement is part of the story too. To fully understand why Sowore's rearrest matters, we need to remember the history of activism in Nigeria. Over the decades, many Nigerians have risked everything to speak out. Students, journalists, civil rights leaders, and ordinary citizens. They faced arrests, intimidation, and sometimes worse, all because they wanted a fairer, more transparent system. Sowore is part of this tradition. His voice is loud, persistent, and unafraid, which is exactly why he draws both support and scrutiny. When we look back, Nigeria has had moments where activists' efforts sparked real change. Protests led to policy shifts, public awareness, and even the release of political prisoners. But each of those victories came with a price. People had to stand strong, sometimes under extreme pressure. Sowore's current situation fits into this pattern. It's a reminder that democracy is not a given. It's something people fight for, step by step, year by year. Now, let's consider the risks. Being outspoken in Nigeria isn't easy. Activists face challenges that range from government scrutiny to media pressure, social backlash, and yes, even physical danger. This is why today's events are so concerning. Witnessing a figure like Sowore being manhandled after a court granted him bail makes many Nigerians uneasy. It's a real test of our institutions. Do they protect citizens' rights, or are they used as tools to silence dissent? Supporters and ordinary citizens alike are not staying silent. Across the country, people are discussing this incident openly. Many are pointing to broader issues: freedom of speech, judicial independence, and the treatment of activists. The conversation goes beyond just one individual. It's about ensuring that no one is above the law and that no citizen's rights are ignored. And this is where your engagement comes in. Liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with friends helps keep attention on these critical issues. Meanwhile, Sowore's legal team is working diligently to challenge this rearrest. They are exploring all legal options, appealing to the courts, and making sure that proper procedures are followed. This is a moment when the legal system is being tested, and how it responds will have implications not just for Sowore, but for every Nigerian who values democracy and the rule of law. The public reaction continues to be passionate. On social media, people are sharing eyewitness accounts, videos, and their opinions. Hashtags are trending, comments are pouring in, and debates are happening on radio and TV. Nigerians are making it clear. They are watching, they care, and they will not let rights be ignored. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you like this video and subscribe, because following this story in real time matters. It's also worth noting that incidents like these can inspire action. When people see injustice, they often come together to demand accountability. That's why the story of Sowore resonates beyond politics. It resonates with anyone who believes in fairness, transparency, and standing up for what's right. Each time we engage, each time we talk about it, we contribute to shaping a society that values these principles. Now, as the day unfolds, more details are expected. How will the authorities respond to public pressure? What arguments will the legal team make? And importantly, how will Nigerians continue to demand accountability? This is a live, evolving situation, and it reminds us that staying informed is essential. So, as you continue watching this video, remember, like it, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Every voice adds to the conversation, and today, the conversation is about rights, justice, and the courage to speak out. Sowore's rearrest is not just a headline. It's part of a bigger story about democracy and citizen engagement.